Gemini, welcome seeker. Let's start with runes and then animal spirit and then tarot. What's going on with Gemini? For Gemini. Why Gemini? It was in the reverse. And hotel in the reverse. Okay. There could be a fallout with a maternal figure of some sort, um, or the head of a household. Um, could be work, maybe the head of a company. There's a fallout there, a disagreement, a loss, a leaving. And by the way, if you don't resonate with that, that's just the beginning of the reading. It's the rune portion. Sometimes the tarot continues it, sometimes often it adds other things. Stay tuned or don't, whatever, do whatever you want. Just letting you know. Um, who was can be the letter E, hotel can be the letter O in case it applies to anybody. Um, this could be an elder person, an elderly person. Um, okay, I'm going to pull more runes regardless in the sequel, but I want to see the perspective of the other cards. Let's start with the animal oracle, please. It's going to be an interesting reading. Someone lied, okay? Someone lied. What can it turn in the reverse? Whale, scorpion, someone said something that exposed or they spoke about something um, that the other person was hoping will not come out. So, and it's a form of betrayal. Okay, so the scorpion here, I'm picking up, uh, it's betraying this whale, or that's how the whale is experiencing it. And this whale with hotel here, I feel like it's an older person. But the scorpion symbolizes transformation, painful yet necessary transformation. So this, someone's like saying it had to be done, or something like that, or it had to be said, or it needs to be said. Someone has to do something about this. Someone needs to say something. I'm sorry, just as soon as I pressed play, the recycling truck started crossing the street, pulling over in every single home, because that's who we want to hear right now. It's just, I don't know what I have with sound, loud sounds when I try to record. It's like, I think it has to do with your reading and with the energy that we're reading for you. because everything is moving right now. I'm looking out the window and there's a stronger wind suddenly. The door is kind of from it. Branches, recycling truck. Thank you for recycling. But it's just all of it together. I think there's a lot of noise. For some of you, are experiencing a lot of noise around you or to do with this. It's going to create a buzz. It's going to create a buzz, a noise, it's going to be dramatic. Maybe it already is dramatic. Maybe it's something that you already know what I'm talking about. Um, I think it's going to cause such a so much drama. Like there will be doors slammed, right? People will slam doors, or someone will slam a door. Justice card. It's going to be very harsh, very decisive, very clear, formal even. Maybe someone is getting laid off, fired, broken up with, succeeded. I'm hearing the word succession. Show me more, please, for Gemini, the Gemini seekers that I love very much. Ten of Swords and Knight of Wands. Yeah, and this is going to be very final. Very, very final, loud. And then you're on the go. So I don't know who is this happening to. For some of you, it's happening to you. For many of you, you're just involved in that, right? Um, but after that, there's a departure. I see this is a very swift departure. It's like, okay, everything is settled, everything is decided, all the drama has happened, things have escalated, things have ended unpleasantly, but nonetheless ended. And I'm thinking of it's not just that there's also an arrival. So maybe a visitor, maybe if indeed it's a succession, maybe it's the person that succeeds whoever leaves. Six of Wands and Four of Wands. This is a victory, Gemini. This is a very positive victory. This is something that requires team effort. Several people are involved in achieving this goal of bringing justice, of harmonizing, balancing the scales. And you're experiencing from then on something very positive, almost celebratory. So there's a sense of relief, a sense of overcoming, um, of winning, of succeeding. Maybe you are the successor. Um, or maybe if you've been succeeded, maybe you just feel relieved and now you're like, okay, now I can focus on other things. I can focus on family. I can focus on other goals. I can focus on friends, travel, whatever. Either way, wherever you're at on this in this story, this creates a situation of um, excitement for what's next and faith, a lot of faith and belief that things are happening exactly as they should. Ace of Cups. It's overflowing with love, with faith, with acceptance, with relief, healing, even after a really tough time. So maybe recently you feel like you've been betrayed, or you feel like someone has taken over something from you. But then you find yourself doing something better that you love, that is good for you, that you enjoy. It's a really exciting new beginning, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so grateful that it happened. I would have never done that for myself, right? So thankfully, someone did that for me. Um, and there's time to heal. Maybe you haven't had time or space to heal something that you were dealing with. Could be emotional, could be physical, could be spiritual. But now you have now that that thing is over and done with, you have the bandwidth and the time and the energy and the mental capacity to just deal with whatever needs to be dealt with, and you do so really well, and that situation or that issue gets relieved. Nine of Swords. Interesting. So we have Ten of Swords underneath Ace of Swords and underneath Nine of Swords. You're still worried that there's something that you feel uncomfortable with to do with all of this. So if you've been on the receiving end, maybe it's remorse and regret for actions that have led to it. If you're the one succeeded, right? If you're the one succeeding, maybe there's a level of guilt or doubt, and anxiety, and for some of you, some bad dreams. I'm picking up guilt, a sense of profound guilt, regardless of where you stand in the story. Some of you had to cut something out of your life or someone out of your life, and then you're celebrated for it and you're like getting patted on the back, and for a little bit you feel good about it, but then something else sinks in. Maybe you realize what it was that you did, or maybe you realize the implications, or maybe you just your heart breaks over it. Um, your heart breaks over it. Three of Swords. So there's remorse, there's guilt, there's regret, and the only way out of it is in, Gemini. You want to really face it headstrong. So if you did something that you feel regretful of, just completely face it and feel whatever there is to feel about it. And take whatever responsibility you feel like is yours to take. Don't take what is not yours to take. And work from there on to create improvement. Don't try to shame yourself for feeling ashamed, or regretting feeling regretful. That's just a cycle, a never ending cycle. You want to just feel what you feel and see what you can do with it instead of against it, how you can utilize it for the better. First, but you want to process, of course. Then you want to utilize, transmute. But it's not an easy process. There's pain involved. There's heartache involved. If there's something that you can do to correct it, to um, undo the damage, do it. Talk to whoever you need to talk to, do whatever you need to do. If you have the ability, influence, power to change things, go ahead instead of dwelling. If you dwell on guilt, well, there's something you can do about it, but you don't actually feel guilty. You want to tell yourself you feel guilty because you want to tell yourself you're a good person. But the only way for your guilt to be legitimate, the sense of guilt to be legitimate, if you do whatever it is that you can do to improve the situation, right? So don't, for example, if we apologize without trying to fix things or heal things when we have the power and ability to do so, the apology is insincere. However, if you feel remorse, if we feel remorse, make changes, try to heal, try to, um, what's the word? Compensate, redo, fix, and then also apologize. That's sincere, right? So take what you need from that. Bottom of deck, Ace of Wands, and I'm going to take it because we like a new beginning that is coming from passion and opportunity. We have two aces, and now at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords, three aces. We're going to take it too. Okay. You can really turn this agonizing situation or uncomfortable situation to a code. A code. I'm hearing code of conduct. Code of conduct. Con. Con. Conduct. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to pronounce it right. Um, so a code is coming out of it. Maybe it's a code between you and yourself. Maybe based on these events, somewhere, some place, something, some situation is writing down a code so that this won't happen again. Um, and I'm feeling my chest here. As soon as the Three of Swords came out, it's like there's a genuine heartache that you're feeling. Some of you is a sense of betrayal. Maybe you've done something that you're not very proud of, but you thought you could get away with it but then someone said something, you know, um, and you're like, oh, but I wouldn't have done it again. But it's like damage is done or something like that. Um, and then two aces. It's like you have this incredible opportunity to recreate yourself, to rewrite yourself, reinvent yourself in a way that is fun, exciting, passionate, and brilliant. Because you're brilliant. Geminis are brilliant. Okay, you ruled intellect. You're very quick, so you can really do something creative with your mind, with your communication skills. Um, You just need to figure out what it is that you want to do. Now that you're not doing the thing that you really didn't want to do it anyway, but you did it because you had to. Um, but you were over it already and you just needed something to happen to get you to quit, to get you to move on. And then came this, and now you're free. So it might not feel like that during the process, but on the other side of it, you feel really liberated. Um, I actually want to understand more about this Will Scorpion situation. I'm going to show you the cards. I'm going to also have a sequel to this reading. It's going to be available on Patreon for separate purchase or on channel membership, tier shifter and above, where you have all the tarot scopes, all the sequels for unlimited streaming. Um, that's over on channel membership. Oh, that's right. It was this way. Thank you. Thank you. That's what it was. Was it? No, that's not. What is happening? Okay, there we go. Ooh, this rearranging changes everything. Let me see. I'll use it in the sequel. But first, I want to. Okay, I'm going to clarify this now for you guys. But the things that's coming up differently now, I'm going to I'm gonna go into in the sequel. Okay. And I'll also pull more rooms. Sorry if I'm reiterating things. I apologize, deal. Show me more about this. Scorpio and whale. Scorpion and whale. What has happened here? Earthworm and octopus. Yeah, I'm definitely picking up on someone who betrayed you, who said something about something that you did. They were actually doing it with they were doing it with you. They were a part of it, but then they felt remorse and guilt, so they spoke up against you, or they're speaking up against you, and so they're kind of getting away with it more because they're the ones who came forward. Does that make sense? Now, this could be the other way around. This could be you could be the other person. Um, you could be anybody in this story. Earth and water, or water, air, no fire. Something got twisted. It's like you don't even know how you end up in this situation. It's like it just got more and more detangled, and you're like, I don't even know how we got here. I didn't mean for this to happen this way. I didn't mean for things to, but they have. Um, and I'll be honest with you, Gemini, because you need someone to be honest with you. Okay, if you're the person who did some mischief in this story, I don't think based on this reading, all right, I don't know you, I don't know your circumstance, but based on this reading and based on the fact that you're so intelligent, I don't think you are actually being, let's say, innocent in this. I think you were very aware. I think you knew what you were doing. Okay, so you knew what you were doing, but what you didn't expect is for things to go wrong or exposed or whatever. Okay, and they did. And that's what you're mostly mind boggled by. Because you're so brilliant. You're like, and I feel like it's something that may have worked for you for a long time, that you've been doing for a long time and has been working for you without maybe consequences. And I think this is the greatest gift the universe could have given to you because you get to start anew from the most positive aspects of you that are of plenty and let that be what guides your behavior or your words or your decisions. Um, because what you've been doing has not been working, it hasn't been serving you. It has created some sort of harm. But this places you somewhere that is much more beneficial to your unique life force and intellect. And I think maybe this is mostly bruised ego. Um, it's mostly bruised ego, and I think you'll find that out as soon as the next thing will happen for you. Okay. I'm going to clarify exactly the people involved and what is this new opportunity. And hope to see you there. And if not, that's fine as well. I love you either way, always. Stay magic, stay true, stay free. Subscribe if you're new. I love you. Bye for now.